My name is Nicole. I used to live with my dad and my mom. I was born into a rich family. My dad owned a real estate company and my mother owned a designer shop. I used to help those who were less privileged. I didn't want to take anything for granted as I knew that nothing is permanent. My mom raised me to be obedient and respectful to others. She taught me good manners and she used to give me some food to share with my classmates in school. My dad, on the other hand, was not happy whenever I helped others. He used to say the less privileged were poor because they were lazy. That didn't change how I saw them, and I continued helping them. My mom would help me with some money to donate to an orphanage, and I would also take some of my clothes to them. One day I donated a dress that he had bought me, and he was angry. He said that I was misusing the money. My mom defended me and said that it was her idea and not mine. Unfortunately, my mom passed away when I was 12 years old. It was the most painful moment because I had lost not only my mom, but also my best friend. My dad was busy with his work and didn't even take a break to mourn the loss of my mom. He just organized the burial, and after the burial, he went back to work. At that moment, I realized that my dad was very inhuman. He never cared for me and just employed a nanny to take care of me. It was very rare to have dinner with my dad. He came home late at night when I was asleep, and he would leave the house when I was still sleeping. I was very lonely as I had no one to stay with. This made me miss my mom so much, and I used to cry every night. My nanny would hear it and would come and comfort me. I didn't have many friends, or to be precise, no friends whom I could trust. All of them wanted to be with me because I was the CEO's daughter, and not Nicole. My nanny was very nice to me. She became my second mom and used to spend time with me. She taught me how to play the guitar, telling me that whenever I missed my mom, I would play and it would help me. I followed her advice and it helped me. She was called Becca. My dad went on a business trip and I hardly saw him. One day, Becca took me to an elderly home. From that day onwards, I used to go there and spend time with them. I would read books to them. I volunteered by helping them with day-to-day activities. I would help them bathe and I would play some music to them. They were happy and they would dance to music. They told me stories about the past. It was very enjoyable and I always looked forward to going to them. After 2 months, Miss Barker came to the elderly home. She used to sit in the corner alone. One day, I went to her and greeted her. She didn't respond and I thought that I had upset her. I asked one of the staff what was wrong with her and he said that she was always like that. He said that she had never uttered a single word since she came. I went back home sad, and Becca asked me what my problem was. I explained to her everything, and she told me that we needed to look for a way to help Miss Barker. The following day, I took some cookies that Becca had helped me bake. I gave it to Miss Barker, but she never ate. She said she was allergic to peanuts. I was happy because that was the first time she spoke since she arrived. It meant that there was some improvement. Soon enough, she started talking to me, though she spoke less. I knew that something was bothering her, but I didn't want to force her to tell me. She would tell me when she was ready. One day, she called me and explained to me why she was in the elderly home. She told me that she overheard her sons plotting to kill her so that they could take her property. She decided to flee to a place where nobody knew her. She felt safe in the elderly home. I pitied her, and I told her that I would help get back her property and put her sons behind bars. They deserved to be in jail for what they had done. Who does that to their mother? I told Becca everything, and she helped me file a case. The police helped us and decided that they would investigate. I told Miss Barker about it, and she was happy. Miss Barker started interacting with others. They used to play poker together and also watch TV. 2 weeks later, the police called us and told us that they had found evidence that could put them in jail. The trial began and they were found guilty. They were arrested and Miss Barker was free to go back home. Miss Barker was forever grateful and we took her to her home. She asked if we could visit her. We boarded a plane and went to her home. She welcomed us and invited us to her home. She told us that there was something important she wanted to share with us. She said that she wanted to give 30% of her shares to me and 20% of her shares to Becca. We were astonished to hear that. We declined the offer because that was a lot of money. However, she insisted that no one could help her manage her business. We decided to help her. We went back home and told Dad that we were moving out. He asked us where we were going, and we told him that we were financially stable. He did some research and realized that we were rich. He was jealous of me and said that I had betrayed him. This was because one of Miss Barker's businesses was a threat to my dad's company.